Hello, this is Writing and 3x5 Cards by Terry Bale. That's me. Well, I am out here on the edge of the woods, and I feel rather tired today. I think I look tired too. That's all around behind me. Maybe I'll flip it so you can see where I'm at. And so that's behind me. And I just want to get this done. I want to get it read to you. It's rather important. I don't know which parts are more important, but if I get it to you, you can skip through and find out what might work, what might be useful. And I hope a good dose will be a blessing. So I can see what I look like, so that I fix on it. And over there's more woods and the road I came down. Let's see, around behind. Yep, like that. I'll turn it. Okay. So I'm just going to read this to you. It is I hope someday to get things published. They say that hard copy books, real paper books, are somehow good for our brains. They're physical, they're real. I don't know. And this one, you see, I better tell you, I did it with my own hands. I'll switch this back again, pointing it down at it. Now I jostle it around, but you see it's 3x5 cards. And see what I mean? They honestly were 3x5 cards taped onto a paper. Well, that's page 27 and it's empty. And I do have some essays that are 3 or 4 pages long. At the very back, I know, so I'm just winging this, guys. At the very back, the last page says this: 3x5s started on 10/18/05, the day before my MRI. You see, I wasn't sure what an MRI might do to my brain, and I had these things ideas I wanted to say. So I started it on, let's see, that's October 18th, 2005. And I finished it on March 23rd, 2006. And so, let's see, should I pause it or something? But flipping it back to the start, and I'm just going to start reading. And I guess I'll turn it to me. Well, you see, let's see if I can do this. Take some 50 snapshots of some big international airport. Take them from different angles. Let some overlap, but try to get a good representation of what the place is really like, inside and out. 50 pictures may seem like a lot, but they sure won't cover everything. That's like these cards. I've written out some 50 3x5s. They picture our society, its structure and its dynamics and its dangers. Analysis through analogy reveals a lot. See, I look down and realize, because I'm not reading it through the telephone video. I was looking around the telephone to see what I was reading. And down here, maybe I'll hold this back and see if I can hold it straight. One of the most prominent themes in this writing is how technology is not just out there, but in here, in our minds. I grew up in this society, yet, by God's grace, I've come to view it from the outside, so to speak, and recognize it as the artificial contrivance that it is. Still, for all my desire to follow the Lord, I am crippled by my long exposure to notions of calculated efficiency. For example, these straight, rank-and-file 3x5s. But I wrote them myself maybe that counts. So there you go, guys. I'm going to flip, well, I won't read the table of contents to you. And this is all one-sided for what do you call it? Well, there it is. Guys, I'm so tired today. Maybe I'll let you read it. And another white page. So this is not the best. I'm not doing the best. I'm going to flip it back to me. As if you wanted to see me. It's not so sensible. But so I wrote the dedication page to God. God knew how things would be at this end of history. He is not surprised, nor is he upset, as though things were out of control. He has a plan. It is written in his word. Oh, and the sun came out so bright and shiny. Should I start over? But I'm too tired to start over. Dedication to God. And here is some verses from the book of Hebrews in the Bible. Quote, "Yet once more I shake not the earth only, but also heaven. And this word, yet once more, signifieth the removing of those things that are shaken, as of things that are made, that those things which cannot be shaken may remain. Wherefore we, receiving a kingdom which cannot be moved, let us have grace, whereby we may serve God acceptably, with reverence and godly fear. For our God is a consuming fire." Wow. That's wonderful. So, then I will skip the table of contents, or do I just show it to you? If it came to it, you could see. That might help. Okay. Let's see. That's, I think, the table of contents. I hope it's visible. It's hard to see in this light for me. And that's one page of it. And there's the next page of it. And maybe you could go find what it is you're curious about if you look through that. And 3 pages of a table of contents. You see, I wrote it back in 2005, I think it is, 5 and 6. So, and I haven't read it a lot since then. And then I put a warning with notes and an encouragement. Should I read those to you? Okay. If you are at a place where you need to look away from the trials and troubles of life and think about things that are graceful and peaceful and beautiful, don't read these cards or the book of Revelation. But if you've recently been to God asking, "What's going on, Lord? How did society get so messed up? And what's it all coming to?" then perhaps these cards might help. Notes: the overlap of ideas is necessary this time, like the other books I've written. But it's still rather annoying. Sorry. 2. I've done the best I could, knowing full well that some will scold me for being too negative, while others will scold me for treating these subjects too lightly. Hey, if you can do better than me, go for it. And number 3, my brain has gotten slower and tireder, and it stings some, and I find I can't write like I used to. Yet I still had these ideas to share, so I did these 3x5s. They are a lot like playground slides, grubby, steep, and they end too abruptly. If you see that there, they end too abruptly. And then down below is an encouragement. The things I've written about here are pretty discouraging. underlined. If you don't need them, don't read them. But I've written them out because they kind of show the problems from a different angle. And that might help us understand better what we're dealing with and what may happen as time goes on. I think along the way there will be some people for whom these cards will be a relief and an encouragement because they've seen these things for themselves, and now they'll know they're not alone. There you go, guys. Oh, you probably already read this other part. Okay. I'm gonna start in. There you go. I almost don't feel like turning it to me because I feel so tired today. I've been fasting only just yesterday, and today it's about just a little afternoon, so there's not a big deal about that. That might be part of being tired. Also our daughter and son-in-law just had their new baby, their fourth, but the little one's got a genetic problem and is not going to live long, it looks like. But God knows, God could heal him and just help him live forever, well, when we trust in him. Lord, help that little one. Help this family. Help us. So that's been weighing on my mind a lot. Okay. Should I start all over? Or just keep going? Now, this is the first essay. I didn't start right away on the 3x5s, except for the warning and notes and encouragement. But here. So I wrote about writing again. I usually end up writing something about writing, how hard it is to write and how interesting and how necessary and how a blessing it can be. I encourage others to try write down your ideas, because writing can easily, punctuation and spelling can easily be corrected after it's down in writing. But you have to get it down first. So try to write down those precious memories and the important events that others can learn from too, and you did learn from. See what you can do. It doesn't mean it will get read, but it might, and it for sure won't get read or heard by distant folks unless you write it down. Or record it if you can. Okay, this is about writing again. Paul, it's a dear friend of ours who is about 32 years old at this writing, wrote an essay on seasons. It's beautiful. Gets you thinking about God and the beauty and wonder of it all. I'd like to ask him what he thinks about other things. Oh, there's a man coming up. I'll stop this.